and welcome to yet another Transformers review. And for today's review, we will be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide here. So let's head over to the reviewing area and take a look at this guy. So stay tuned. Alright, so here we are at the review area, and here we have Ironhide in his red van mode. Just trying to get some things situated here real quick. And I think I've got some things already situated. But here we have Ironhide in his red van mode. And it looks like a red van mode, like he was in the G1 cartoon. Although you may have noticed that he is kind of mistransformed on the top here. Now, these two things are supposed to tab together, and also these two hook tabs are supposed to tab inside here. I think the hook tabs here are supposed to tab into on the inside here, like on the top where these translucent blue things are at. But I'm not going to do that, because as you can see here, the clear blue hook tabs here, and also this entire section here of this red here, where the windows here are at in the middle, are made out of translucent blue plastic. And as for those of you who have already know, translucent plastic, it is very brittle and can wear out over time. Like, it can cause some stress marks, or they can like snap off or crack. So I just decided to leave it like this, so that way it doesn't crack or snap off on me. But taking a look at the rest of the vehicle mode, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just all red with some translucent blue windows on both sides here. And you do have some silver paint on the 4 tires here on both sides here. And also, as you can already tell here, he is colored in different shades of red here. You can see here, like we have a more darker red here, a lighter red here, and like some normal red here, and also here. And you do have some darker red here on the front clear windshield piece, with some like normal red on the top. And on the front you do have an Autobot symbol with some silver paint on the grille here. But the front headlights are not painted in, which I kind of wish that they were painted in. But that's just me. And on the back, you just have a silver painted in bumper here, or the silver painted in back bumper piece here. And there's one thing that I kind of don't like about the van mode is you do have a couple of exposed hinge joints here. And that is kind of a bummer for me. But that's my opinion. And on the bottom, you just have a little bit of robot kibble on the bottom, like these things, which will become his thighs here, and this part which will become his waist here. And he does roll really well. And that is about it for the vehicle mode. And before we get to the transformation, he only comes with 2 accessories, and that is these 2 guns here. And showing a closer look at one of these, you could see that they're just coated in some silver paint here. And there is a number of options you can do with these guns when Ironhide is in his vehicle mode here. And that is, he does have these two tabs here that you can attach to these holes on both sides here. So you can kind of have an attack mode here. Or you can also attach them to these tabs here. Like that, so you can kind of give him some exhaust pipes here. And I think you can attach them somewhere else, or I think those are the only two spots. I'm double checking to see if I got it correct. No, those are the only two places you can display them in when he's in his vehicle mode here. And he does come with one more accessory, but we'll get to that when we get to his robot mode. And speaking of his robot mode, let's get into the transformation. So to start off the transformation, you do wanna, well, if these two hook tabs were tapped into here, like these two things here, you would untap the front windshield and bring it up. And you do also want to take the front bumper piece here and untap it and bring it down. So you can take the front windshield and bring it all the way down. Then you do want to untap these, which they already are. And you do want to bring these down. And you do want to take the sides here, untap these. And you do want to bring these back up, because you do want to flip these out and then bring these down. And these do tap into place. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And then you want to come to the back here and untap the back piece here and bring it up. And then you want to take the back roof section, untap it, and bring it up. And once you bring this up, you want to take the back side windows and fold them in. Well, but before you fold these in, you do want to untap the back section here, and this is connected by this tab that goes into that hole there. And then you just want to separate the back section here. Just like that. And then you want to bring these up and fold in the windows here. And you do want to bring these down and fold these all the way in and bring these all the way down and close these red things up. And then you want to do the exact same on the other side. Then you want to take what will become his waist and untap it and bring it all the way down. And you do want to bring this front bumper piece all the way down, because you do want to take this entire part here and rotate it all the way around. Then you just bring his legs down and bring this piece down. And then you want to take the top part and bring it down, and it will tap in just like that. Then you want to bring down the front windshield piece, because you do want to take these things here and flip these all the way in so they look like this. And for this part, you want to strain it out so it looks like this. Then you want to take his robot mode hands and flip them up and separate his arms here and swing them around, and they're going to tap into place. And then you just rotate his arms down. And inside here, you want to take his head and flip it all the way up. Then you want to fold in this red thing and close this all the way up until it'll tap into place. And then you want to take this part and flip it all the way up. I'm checking to see if I got it correct on the instructions. And it looks like I have, yes. And there you have Ironhide in robot mode. And he looks like how he is in the Transformers cartoon from the 1980s, and also in the 86 movie. But before he got killed by Megatron and the other Decepticons from the 1986 Transformers the movie. But let's get a closer look at his head sculpt here. Does have a very nice looking head sculpt here, and you do have the silver painted in face, and you do have some blue paint on his eyes, which you can see there. And going down to his body here, you do have more of the red plastic on him, along with some gray on his hands and his shoulders. Well, a darker gray on his hands and his shoulders, and with some gray plastic on his waist and his thighs here. And you do have the exact same Autobot symbol there on his chest, like it was in his vehicle mode. And going to the sides here, and the back, and the other side. And all around looks like a really good looking Ironhide here. And for his articulation, head is on a ball joint, and it is really snug on mine when I move it. And you do have a hinge joint on the bottom. And he can look up that far and down that far. And the arms can rotate all the way around, move in and out, and And as you move it all the way out, you do have some nice molded details here as you move the arms in and out. Bicep swivel, elbow, hands can swivel, waist swivel, and this flap piece can move up, so you can move his legs forward and back, in and out, thigh swivel, knee, and the feet can move up and down, and you can also move them on this transformation joint if you want to. And you do have an ankle pivot. And if you extend it down just a little bit, you can have it like a wider range of an ankle pivot. And the only accessories that he comes with, like I showed you before, is just the 2 guns. That you can have him hold them in his hands. Or if you don't want him holding these in his hands, you can store them on the back here. Well, there is a couple of options you can do with the guns. And that is, like I said before, you can store them on his back using these 2 tabs, these red tabs, into these holes here. Although they are kind of stiff. Well, you can store these on to these red tabs into these holes on both sides of the guns, but I'm not gonna force it on. But you can also attach them to these tabs like they were in vehicle mode, because these were the tabs on the top of the roof of the van, and you can attach them like this if you want to. So you have a couple of options. Of how you can store the guns, but I'm gonna have him hold these guns in his hands, just like that. And the last accessory that you get for this figure, just like with all the other Studio Series figures is he does come with a little backdrop here. And as you can see, this is supposed to represent the inside of the ship. And I don't remember if this ship was called the Ark, or it may be, or it might have a name, but for what I remember, it's just called the ship. And that this is from that scene in the 1986 movie when Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, and Brawn were controlling it before they got attacked by the Decepticons. And you can put Ironhide right there, so you can see how he looks with his backdrop here. And he is number 17 in the 86 Studio Series line. And that is about it for Ironhide. So we'll be right back to tell you our final thoughts here. Well, or my final thoughts for this figure. So there you have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide. Overall, he's a pretty cool looking figure in both modes. But the problem that I do have with him is you do need to be aware of the clear plastic for the tabs on the front when you're trying to like tab them in or untab them for his transformation, because like I said before, those hook tabs and the tabs where you're supposed to tab together the roof of the van is made out of translucent clear blue plastic. So be mindful of that. So that way you don't end up like cracking that clear blue plastic. And I really wish that they were not made out of translucent clear plastic. Although I do wish that instead of those hook tabs where you had to tab in the front windshield piece and the roof part of the front of the van mode was just a single tab and hole where you can just tab them together instead of just that hook tab for the front of the van mode. That's just my opinion. But everything else about him looks really good. So I think that's about it. So there you have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.